Today we are looking at the A&K Masada. First we're going to go over what came in the box. We got standard 1200 milliamp battery, small type with a small type connector. We have a 300 round high cap P mag. This didn't come with a mag, but this is a pretty much standard M4 mag for a high cap M4 mag that fits most M4s, and that fits with this as well. You get your flip up sights, your flip up iron sights with elevation, which you can see lifts it up and down, and windage, which turns it left to right. That goes on just by adjusting the Allen key and attaching it to rail. You get a 250 milliamp per hour charger, so to charge your battery it will take about 5 hours. And you got the gun. Bear in mind this sight doesn't come with it, we just put it on there for effect. We're going to go from back to front. So on the back you've got a nice rubber butt plate, so it's nice and doesn't move at all. Like if it were plastic it would just slide around. That's like screwed on, so it isn't going to fall off. You've got a QD sling mount, which you can put the mount on either side. I think this is for a sling, but I don't really know. You've got this button here and then the exact same on the other side. You push them both in and then you can move it to one of the 6 positions. To adjust the cheek rest you would have to pull it back up and then you push it forward when it's in place. So you could do it like that, and then to get it back you just pull it back, down and then forward. The stock does fold when you press a button here. It will fold, and it has a tension spring so it doesn't just flop out when you're turning the gun fast, so you'd actually have to go like that to do it, so you want to do it deliberately. The stock is made out of high quality polymer. The lower receiver is a high quality polymer. The handguard has a sort of textured feel on it, so you have more of a grip on it. You've got a metal trigger, plastic mag releases. You have one here and one here. The mag well has a slight texture on it as well, so I suppose that's if you're holding it like that whilst you're shooting. You've got the bolt release here. You should have a fire selector here, but mine fell off because I never tightened it. See, it's on both sides because it's ambidextrous. This is safe, semi, full auto. It's quite easy. And then you've got your bolt, which is back here. This locks in position halfway, so to fix that you just pull it down. Not really to fix it. Your hop up, you get to by pulling the bolt back. It's in here. This part here, the bit with blue tape on it. Mine's only like that to keep it in position because the slider fell off. I'll show you that in more detail in a minute. The bolt release tends to lock on my one because it's quite old. Handguard, polymer, upper receiver, it's metal. You've got this really long rail, I think that's about 40, almost 50 centimeters long, so you can get pretty much anything you want on here. You've got your flip up front sight, and this is adjustable with a tool that comes with the gun, but I lost that years ago. That's just the sight I've got on. To get this handguard off and get the battery in, you will need some sort of like Allen key or a nail or anything just to push this pin out. See, it comes out here. Pull it out, lift the handguard off, and you've got your connector wire here, so you would just connect your battery. This does feature the quick change barrel system, so you push this down, twist this to a 45-degree angle, and take this out. See, this is the hop up button here with the blue tape on it. Normally there would be a slider, but mine broke off, so I used tape to keep it in position. To get that back in, you're just going to want to slot it back in. Mind the wires so you don't break them. And then once that's slotted in, you twist this back. When this is in like the middle groove of this, it has quite a bit of wobble, so if you turn it one to the side, then it will minimise that so much. Just show you the barrel, the battery in. Sorry, I've put that in wrong. You need to get the wires in between like the gas block at the top. Well, I think it's the gas block. So you need to get that in between here before you put the barrel down, just so it doesn't get in the way later on. At the same time as lining it up. There, yeah, that's in place now. So just push that down again and get that in place. Yep, there. And you've got this here. So then you just connect it. Push that in so it's not in the way when you're putting your handguard on. to make sure it's in there so it won't get in the way. So this sits here. There's like a slight groove here where the battery is supposed to sit. Then you get your handguard over the top, slide it on, make sure it doesn't get caught on the barrel because it does have like bits that it can get caught on. Then once it's down, just push the pin in like so. Then when you want to use it, you just put your mag in and fire. It has a really nice feel to it. The polymer doesn't feel fake at all. It's got a really nice feel. It isn't going to break. I've dropped it down a hill and onto a barrel and it hasn't broken. The least it has is scratches, if any. And the flash hider at the front unscrews. Slightly annoying to do because it does get caught on your hands. Yeah, it's counterclockwise, just so you know. That just unscrews so you can put whatever you want, suppressor, barrel extension, anything. I'm pretty sure it's a 14mm thread, but I'm not sure. Now we're going to go to the shooting test. Alright, so this is the shooting test of the A&K Masada. I'm going to be shooting at that blue pot. Just put the front sights up, make sure the mag's in, and go. Now do it on full auto. And that's the mag empty.